Ladies and gentlemen, Yu-Gi-Oh players of all types, if you are here watching this, it is because you clicked on my clickbait title with the clickbaity thumbnail to give you some information of this incredible opportunity that we have as a Yu-Gi-Oh and really an Edison community. And even beyond that, if you play Goat, Hat, Redo, whatever, this is a big announcement for you. This is the Midwest Edison Clash. This is a tournament that we have coming up to essentially, I don't want to say rival, but be as large as Ribbits, Konami events, and things like that. Now, if you're like me, someone who lives in the Midwest, and I do live in Ohio, and you happen to be just very far away from essentially every single premier event, as in you have to get on a plane or you have to drive 4, maybe 5 hours, maybe more, just to get to an event to stay for 2 days. Sometimes you have to show up early to work with sleep schedule and things like that. And you always thought, man, this kind of sucks. I wish there was this really nice event in my backyard. This is for you. This is, again, the Midwest Edison Clash, hosted by Nick Collins and Brandon Rieger. I'm sure if you've been on any Edison format Discord, any Edison format Facebook group, retro Facebook group, or whatever, you know who Brandon Rieger is. He does a lot for the community. This event will be capped at 400 players. As of this recording, I have no idea how many players have signed up. I know at least one has. It's me. This will be in-person Yu-Gi-Oh tournament, and they will be vendors on site. Ophidian Tabletop Gaming. I think Ophidian might just be a mat company. I'm not really sure. Along with many other big hitters in the community will be there with shops to handle all of your needs. The dates, August 23rd, 24th, at this location, 1630 Marketplace Drive, Toledo, Ohio, Premier Volleyball Club. So if you don't like Yu-Gi-Oh, or if you lose very early, you can play volleyball. There will be food vendors and concessions. We need a comma there. Or no, food vendors and concessions. Oh, there's going to be a food truck on site pending. Day one, 9 rounds of Swiss. It might be less. I'm not sure how many players you need to get 9 rounds. I assume that is if they hit, what is it? 200 plus players you hit 9 rounds. So anything under that might be less than that. Top cut varies on attendance. If 400, top 16, otherwise to be determined. I think anything over 200 also hits top 16. I'm not sure how they address that. Again, here is the address. The event parking will be on site. 9 rounds Swiss, top 16 day two to be determined depending on numbers. Um, if Oh, here we go. If becomes a 1 day event, number of Swiss rounds will be modified. Top 16 played out on day one. Day two will feature more side events and pods that also have high prizing value. There's going to be a lot of side events and a lot of pods. And if I remember correctly, I could have sworn I might be lying, but I think I read somewhere that each of the pods will have a $100 cash payout. That's huge. That's huge. I assume they're just going to be doing the 8-man pods. If you lose, you're done. With a $100 cash event. Side events include Goat, Tengu, Redo, and Hat. I personally would love to play maybe a Hat side event, depending on, hopefully, I don't get to because hopefully my tournament goes very well. But I would love to play some Hat. Redo's, it's not bad. It's fun. Payment mandatory for registration, so you pay online, and I will post this link in the description for you to be able to go sign up. Sign up costs are standard entry $50, a little bit more expensive, but it's because of this pricing is kind of insane. VIP entry will be $100, including a special mat. So I guess there's only 50 VIP entry spots, and then you get a pyramid playmat if you're one of the first 50. Again, that might already be on. I have no idea how many people signed up. Pricing. This is why we showed up. First place, Dark and Dragon SJC, which runs about $3,500, plus a championship mat. Don't ask me what the mats look like. I don't know. I'm not sure they've been finalized. Second place, Ghost First Black Rose. Third and fourth both get Alti Caius. Fifth gets an ultimate dark armed. Sixth gets a first ed dark armed. Seventh and eighth, ghost rare black rose or stardust, depending on position. Or ninth through 12th, unlimited stardust. And then 13 through 16, ultimate dandelion. This is the equivalent. Did they put it on here somewhere? I think if you add this up, adds up to approximately $7,000 in value, which to my knowledge makes this either the second or the third largest prized event we've ever had in Edison. I think the first being that crazy Florida tournament that had the like $12,000 worth of prizing, where first place got alternate rare Caius playset and the Black Rose UDS mat. But I think this is only the second tournament where you've had a Darkened Dragon Shonen Jump Championship Series as a prize card. I think Ribbit did one in 2023, won by the famous and gifted and talented and handsome Eric Shin. Let's see. On top of Rising, Pristine Protection will provide gift bundles to top 16 and side event winners. So here's the start time. Side events begin firing round three, pardon me. Just enough time for you to lose 2 rounds in the main event and then start on the side event. And this is great because even if you don't make it to the main event or you don't want to play Edison for some reason, play these side events. It'll be a great time. With prizing to be determined. Again, I think that depends on how many people sign up. Judges, whatever, printed or written deck list, mandatory. This is important. Check this out. Hobby League cards, not allowed. No Hobby League cards. OCG cards are allowed, but your deck must have a solid back, non-translucent, and fits and proper translations needed for non-English cards. So, for example, I have the perfect example here. Here you can see I have a Gore's The Emissary Darkness. If you look at the back, you can see the design and you can see the logo here. I don't know if my camera is going to capture that very well. Yeah, you can see it right there. But if I look at this, I can clearly see the word Yu-Gi-Oh! But if I look at this card, this very handsome Japanese Gladiator Beast Heraclinos, if I flip it over, it's non-translucent. You have no idea what this card is. You don't know if it's OCG. You don't know anything about it. That is all the really good stuff. Time rules 45 minutes, end of phase. I don't think many players like end of phase. You'd like to be able to go to end of turn or do the 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, whatever that is. But this is end of phase rules. Now, it's not listed on here, but I am happy to say there will be, I believe, 3 bounty duelists, of which I will be one. I don't want to say who the other 2 are because I'm not sure if it's confirmed. I think Nick wants to make an announcement on that, but please sign up for this. I believe Nick Collins, who's the sponsor, I suppose, of this event, his idea, his hope, his dream, his goal is to make this a semi-annual or at least annual event. But it's all going to be based off how many people show up for this. I know people are like, oh, Ohio. Listen, you don't travel to California, Florida, wherever, New York tournaments, and you go, I can't wait to go to see all these things other than play. You go to play Yu-Gi-Oh! That's it, right? So it shouldn't matter where the tournament is. What matters is that the tournament is happening and that this prizing is absolutely insane. What is that? My gosh. This prizing is absolutely insane. Absolutely amazing. So please show up. Take your chance. Come win this Darkened Dragon. Come beat me as a bounty duelist. I think you either get packs or maybe cash. I think every time you beat a bounty duelist, you get cash. And I will say, I'm not talking about myself. I think I'm average at Yu-Gi-Oh! At best. But the other 2 bounty duelists, they're very good. They're very good Yu-Gi-Oh! Players. So show up. Show up, be there. The link for signups I will put in the video description. Check them out. You guys have a wonderful day. Thanks for watching.